Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer if you're new here, and I'm happy to have you here. Today, I have some stuff that was sent to me by a company. They sell on Amazon, like scrapbooking and junk journal type supplies. I will link below this stuff that I have here, and I'll insert a picture so you can see the name of it. It's called Bleds, Bleds, and I have two different boxes here. So I'm gonna go through this stuff, and then I'm going to use it to make a Masterboard and then make some cards out of that. So this is the first one here. This is the one I'm going to be working with to do my Masterboard, and the other one I will use in the future for something else. So it comes with this glue tape runner and then several little packages here. So let's just look through some of these. I think this has like 500 pieces or something, if I remember correctly. So you get a lot of stuff here. Okay. And this is like thin paper, like perfect for collaging. So, and you get like, I think a couple pieces of each one. So let's just look through a few of these. Oh, that's really pretty. Then finally, we have this pack of stickers, like yellow flowers. I may use these as the focal points on my cards. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see where we end up. Let's look at some of these. And it looks like there's two of each one. These are really pretty. I love these clear stickers. Ooh, sunflowers. That's really pretty. Ooh, those are gorgeous. I love daffodils. I love these stickers. It's a really pretty sunflower too. And this one. There's some. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go pick out some pieces I want to use for my Masterboard, and then I'll come back and we'll make it together. Okay, so I've gone through and picked out a bunch of pieces that I liked the look of together. There were so many things, it was honestly hard to narrow it down. but I guess that's good. It just means I have a lot more to work with to make more collages or whatever I want to do with it. So I'm using just a piece of thin cardstock. I don't know what weight it is, but just any kind of thin paper will work. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet. Um, if you want your collage to be thicker, obviously you can use thicker paper or cardboard or something. And I'm going to be using a glue stick. I might change my mind and switch to matte medium because I find it easier, but it takes a lot longer to dry. And I want this to dry quicker. So I'm planning to just use the glue stick. So, I think I'm gonna tear the pieces. I don't know. But yeah, I think I would rather have torn edges than straight edges. So I'm just gonna start. And the key to a successful collage, in my opinion, is not thinking too much about it, which I struggle with, but it really does turn out better when you don't worry too much about placement and you just put things down. Okay, so now I have my collage done. Let me zoom in a little bit. Hopefully you can see it okay. Sorry for the shaking. So I'm gonna let this dry and then I will trim the edges and we will use it to make some cards. Okay, so this is dry now. I did go ahead and put a coating of matte medium over it just to make sure everything is sealed in. Um, at this point, if you wanted to, you could do like some stamping or like splattering or whatever you want. Sometimes I'll put gold foil like in random places, just whatever you want to finish your collage. And um I don't think I'm going to do any of that right now. I might do it to individual pieces, but right now I'm going to do some die cutting from this. So I will go do that and then I will be right back and show you what I did. So I have gone ahead and die cut a bunch of stuff for several different cards and prepared some other things. So I'm going to go ahead and make them. These are all like relatively simple cards. So I'm going to start with this. I have some little vases that I cut out from my Masterboard. And this one's actually going to go like this. I have my sentiment, and I'm going to use these flower stickers for the vases. But first I'm going to ink the edges with iced spruce distress oxide. So now I have inked the edges. I don't know if I wanted to do that much, but it's going to be fine. It is what it is. So, this is going to be like a little shelf that my vases are going to sit on. So I'm just going to figure out where I want everything. And now I'm going to put the stickers down first, and then I will glue down the vases. Now, just a couple more little things. I made these little gold bows to put on my vases. Just like this. And for my sentiment, I have this little stay strong. So I gotta figure out where I want to put that. I think right there looks pretty good, actually. Yeah. I do have my sentiment up on foam tape. Just for a little dimension on this card, because it is mostly flat. Okay, and then it will go on our card panel and look like this. I will show all the finished cards at the very end, but you can see how it's going to look there. Okay, so for the next card, I think I'm gonna do these two. These are just like a couple like really simple, easy cards. Just some pattern paper and die cuts and a sentiment, and I'm just gonna ink the edges a little bit. So for this one, I am going to, as lightly as possible, do some black soot on the edges. Okay, so I've inked up my edges, and then I'm just gonna put this down just like that and put on my sentiment, which is use your wings. I don't know if that's where it's gonna go, but I'll figure that out in a second. Because these are some intricate die cuts, I am going to use this sponge to put the glue on. Okay, so my sentiment, I think I like it best over in this area. I wanted it all to be black, so I took a Sharpie along the edge and just colored it. I do have some black foam dots, but I wanted to use a foam strip in this case. So that's how I took care of that. Okay, as usual, it took me forever to figure out where and if I wanted the gems, but I did end up putting them on right there. And then this one is basically the same thing, but a little reversed. On this one, the branch was cut out from the Masterboard, and I did the birds in gold. So I'm going to do basically the same thing here. I'm going to ink up the edges on this one in ground espresso. Okay, so I went ahead and glued that one down. And I'm going to add my sentiment, which this one is, I'm happiest when I'm with you. Okay, so on here, I just added 3 little enamel dots, and that is done. Okay, so for my next card, I am going to be doing this one with the hot air balloon and some stars. I'll put this away for now. For this, I am going to ink blend the whole background. I'm going to do like a night sky, so I'm going to use Salty Ocean and Faded Jeans. So now I've got my panel ink blended, and I am going to figure out how I want to lay this out. I have my little hot air balloon that I cut from my Masterboard, and I also have a bunch of little stars here. Some are from the Masterboard, and some are some glittery green cardstock. I probably won't use those. I just had them already cut out. I don't think they really go with this. I might add in some gems for some sparkle, but we'll see. I have always take the scenic route for my sentiment, and I do want to kind of figure out where I want that before I do the stars. on all my stars. I'm going to see now if I want to put gems or not. Okay, so on this one, I'm planning to put a gold mat under it, like so. It's gonna look like that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. Basically, this one's just putting it together. I already did most of it. I went ahead and embossed this panel with this swirly pattern. And then I did some inking of ground espresso over here. So it's kind of like coming from under this part. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Okay. And then I'm just going to put down this gold leafy sprig and this wildflower. Kind of like that. Then put this little bow here. And then figure out where I'm going to put my sentiment. Okay, so I put everything down on this one. This one is also going to have a gold border. And this is what it's going to look like. The cool thing about these cards is that even though they're all completely different, they still match because they all came from the same masterboard. So you could do something like this, make a ton of completely different cards that still like go together, and you know, put them in a set and give them as a gift or something. So okay, I have two that are going to have gold splatters. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to be using Gonzai Tombi Starry Colors watercolor palette. And I'm going to be using this color, which is blue gold. And I'm going to do it under the desk so it doesn't get all over everything. Okay, so I did my splatters. I don't know if the camera will pick them up at all, but I promise they are there. Now you can see them. Okay, so those need to dry for a minute probably. I mean, they're probably fine already, but in case, I'm going to go ahead and do this card next. And this one... Alright, so I cut out, this is the other part from that other curvy piece, and I'm going to glue this here. You can see I had this part that was already in my masterboard, and I put one of the yellow flowers on it. And then I'm going to put my butterfly here somewhere. I think right about there. And then my sentiment right here, and add some gems. And it's going to look awesome. Okay, so I'm going to use these yellow, like darker yellow gems here. And what I'm going to do is make kind of a trail behind and in front of the butterfly. Okay, I got my gems down. This is what it looks like. And now I'm going to do this card. I am going to ink the edges of this in ground espresso. So for this one, I have this tag. I had this bird image in my collage that I wanted to use. So I cut it out as a tag, and I'm going to put these leaves kind of like right here. And I'm going to put those up on foam tape. So let me go ahead and do that first. Okay, I decided to put my sentiment on the leaves. I like it there for whatever reason. So now I think I'm going to add some enamel dots or gems. I'll let you be surprised. Okay, so as you can see, I went with sequins that I very carefully randomly placed on my card. So for my final card that I'm making from this Masterboard, I have these items. Now, this is going to go like right here, but what I want to do is put just some really like ground espresso kind of like behind it. So now I have these tickets here. I have 3 that I cut from my Masterboard and 3 that are gold. So what I'm going to do is put the gold ones down first on top of my netting. I'm going to put the gold ones down kind of like this, and then put the other ones on top of them so that they kind of like are going the opposite direction. So you can see all the tickets just like that. And then these flowers are going to go kind of like this. Okay, and then my sentiment, which is adventure awaits you. It's gonna go, yeah, I think right there. Okay, so I was debating whether or not to add any enamel dots or gems to this, but seeing it with the gold border, I don't think it needs anything else. I really like how this turned out. So I am going to go put these all on the card bases, and then I will be back. Okay, so these are the 8 cards I was able to make from my Masterboard. I am really happy with how they turned out. I will insert close-up pictures at the end so you can get a better look at them. So I really enjoyed working with these materials, and let me show you. I still have like a ton of stuff left. Like, this is gonna last me for a long time. So, I definitely would recommend it. Like, if you're into collaging, this is a great little set. Again, I will leave the link below if you're interested. And just quickly, I'm gonna show you a little bit from the other one I got. Um, I will use this in a future video, but obviously, like, this one's a little long. This one is more like brightly colored, kind of. Just show you a little bit, and it's got some like washi stickers and stuff like that. It's really cute. I'm looking forward to trying this one out later. Those are really cute. And it also came with this roll of washi tape that looks like stamps, which if you saw my scrapbook expo video, you know I'm like a sucker for this kind of washi tape, which is why I got this one. So I will definitely use this one in the future. So make sure you're subscribed if you want to see me do something with this one. Okay, so I also, with the one that I used for my Masterboard, made a second one and made 6 cards out of that one, which I will insert some pictures of at the end as well if you're interested in seeing that. I had a lot of fun making these cards, and like I said, I'm really happy with how they turned out. So, yeah, let me know what you think. I think this one is one of my favorites. I really like how it turned out, and I love this one with the tickets. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you decide to make your own master board, and I hope you have a great day.